up, Daddy Gang? It is your founding father, Alex Cooper, with Call Her Daddy.
Heather McMahan, welcome to Call Her Daddy.
Hi, honey. How are you?
I am obsessed with you. Just for context to everyone that doesn't know, we met virtually while I was in Paris.
Yes.
You popped onto my live show. I had the best time with you.
It was so much fun, and it was like 6 a.m. at home, and your team was like, hey, do you have a couple wigs that you could just throw on real quick? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Let me just go down to my office and get my wigs. Yeah, it was fun.
You pulled out all the stops, but I'm more, Heather, like, how the fuck have we never met before?
I know. I feel like this is now a kismet moment.
Right?
We've been circling in this, we've been like on the, we've been circling around.
We've on the outskirts.
We were circling the drain, and now we're just fully going to the gutter.
You're close with Jackie Schimmel.
Yes, Jackie's like my best friend. Yeah.
And every time I feel like I've ever heard her talk about you, she's like, she's the funniest person I've ever met. And I'm like, well, at first I thought Jackie was the funniest person I've ever met. And love you, Jackie.
Absolutely
You're funnier.
way more hysterical.
You're funnier. I watched your stand-up, which we're going to get to.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
Like, I was doing my makeup this morning, watching it, laughing like hysterically.
I like that.
It's fucking brilliant.
If you that's the response I love when people are like, hey, I think I got a UTI after watching your special. I'm like, I fucking did my job.
It's how I felt. Also,
Good.
I just want to let you know that I'm on like too many cups of coffee right now because last night I didn't sleep for a fucking minute because my dog has explosive diarrhea.
Oh, I've been there. Honey, I have 2 French bulldogs. It is a dry heave. Every morning I wake up, and I bought like expensive sheets. That's one of the things I did when I started making money to treat myself.
Classic.
My thread count is so fucked. There is a Frenchie barf every single night in the middle of the night.
But I feel like you would prefer a barf over diarrhea.
Honestly, at this point, it's all starting to look and smell the same. So it's not great either way it comes out.
No, Heather, I literally was like, so I'm watching TV last night. My husband falls asleep early. It's like 11:30. I'm watching like The Perfect Couple with Nicole Kidman. It's a thing.
I've got feelings.
Yeah. I have feelings too. But there's nothing to watch. So I'm like trying to enjoy myself. Matt's like, I can't watch this trash. I'm like, shut the fuck up, then go to bed.
Right.
I hear the little noise, and I'm like,
you hear from the stomach, like the gurgle, that wet gurgle. That's the worst.
It's more of a little bit of like,
like some farts. Yeah, some bubbles.
like
why am I being demure? Being like, did your dog fart? Like,
it was more of like a splatter, like a big splatter. People hate when I talk about shit on this show, but I don't give a shit.
We all
okay,
shit.
Yeah,
if you're in your 30s and you haven't shit yourself at a Costco in the last 6 months, then you actually need to see a doctor. Get your life right.
Right, like fuck off. Okay, so he's splattering.
Yeah,
and I wake my husband up, and I'm like, Matt, Bruce just shit all over the carpet.
Right,
and Matt is like, okay,
what do you want me to do?
Go clean it up. Now, I have never cleaned their shit ever if it's like in the house. Matt is the best. And I want to talk to you about Jeff, your husband, today.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Let's
talk
about Jeff.
Yeah, we're going to talk about our husbands because I look at Matt like mortified. Matt never makes me really do much around the house. He's kind of like the house man, you know? Ellen, we're the breadwinners.
Yes.
Well, Matt's also doing fine, but whatever.
Yeah.
So he won't get up, and I am on my hands and knees, and I am doing the Clorox. I'm doing it all.
Yeah.
An hour later, he shits again. And 2 hours later, he shits again. So you are seeing a woman who is broken today.
I'm seeing a woman who has literally had herself elbows deep in golden doodle doo-doo. So I'm here for support. I actually have been having like the worst anxiety the last 2 days.
Why?
Just there's so much shit going on, and this is what I've been looking forward to most. It's just like I wear 65 different hats.
Dude.
And literally I was at dinner last night trying to enjoy a nice, porcini risotto, and I literally was like kind of like geeking out a little bit.
Because it's just, do you get anxious?
I was short-circuiting. I thought I had a stroke at dinner, and I was like, is it the Aperol Spritz? Do I need a beta blocker? Do I need a Loratab? Like, what do I need?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. I just took a Benadryl, and I just let it fly.
Do you get anxiety a lot?
I never really had bad anxiety until my life started getting good, which is weird.
I'm like, wait, what?
I think it's a pressure thing. I think you just and I travel so much. I think I don't know what time zone I'm in.
Classic.
Ever. Yeah, it was like when life was tough, I was just cruising.
Right.
When life got things started to start flowing, I think that's when I started to get anxious.
Why? Because you think it's like there's more to lose. Like when you're on the up and up, you're like, I have nothing. I am worth nothing. I'm a loser.
When I was rock bottom, I was like, fuck it, let's ride. And now I'm just like, oh, people are relying on me. There are comments on the internet. I don't know. We're good.
this is a safe space. The Daddy Gang is going to fucking love you. And you're funny as fuck. And so you're funnier than probably everyone that I've had sit in this chair. Oh my God. So just do your fucking thing.
I know everyone calls you daddy and father, but my dad is dead. Can I just call you dad? Because I'm looking for a father figure in my life.
Call me dad. I'm here for you. I've had a lot of girls reach out being like, I had a deadbeat dad. Like, you're my dad. You're my father figure. Whatever way I can fit in fatherly to your life, I'm here for you, Heather. I'm so sorry about your dad. It happens. But I'm here.
Okay, great.
Call Her Daddy is brought to you by Cotton. Cotton makes it so simple to care for yourself and for the world. You guys know there is nothing I love more than being comfortable and cozy, which is why the majority of my clothes are made out of cotton. Cotton is gentle and hypoallergenic, so not only do you look good wearing it, but it also feels good on your skin. Plus, it really breathes, which is important because it means I can wear my favorite sweatsuit even in the middle of an LA summer, as you guys see me do every time on this episode. But it's not just sweats. So many of my go-to staples are actually cotton fabrics, like my favorite pair of jeans from college. I will literally never get rid of those. My cozy flannel pajamas that I sleep in every winter, and the vintage corduroy button-up I stole from my dad. Shout out, Dad. Yeah, that's exactly where it went. It's in my closet, honey. Cotton is so versatile. You might not even realize how many of your wardrobe staples it makes up. The best part is how easy cotton is to wash and care for. Daddy Gang, we have all been there where you reach into the washing machine and you realize that you have ruined an article of clothing. Those days are behind us. Okay? You can wear cotton in any season, any style, and for any occasion. Learn more about the benefits of cotton products for yourself, your style, and your space at thefabricofourlives.com. Okay, we need to talk about golf because it consumes my life, Heather. Yeah. And I know a huge part of your stand-up is you talking about your fucking husband golfing.
And fucking golf.
It is like every woman understands it. The golf widow thing is so fucking real. Talk to me about like where you're at in your golf journey. Have you seen him lately? Has he been on the golf course often? Like, what's happening?
I was, getting full glam this morning, running around, taking calls, answering emails. And my husband's buddy put us in a group chat and sent me a photo. My husband's playing some prestigious course in the middle of nowhere, like upstate New York. And it's just like, look at Big Daddy swing. And I respond, I'm fucking working. Go home. Take care of our Frenchy children. Get the fuck out of here.
You're like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck if he's, letting it rip. You're stuck in a sand trap? Not my problem.
It's so crazy. Matt is having like the biggest existential crisis because his country club, even that word, it does make me kind of like clench my butthole a little bit. He's our country club. And I say, you're a country club. He's like, it's ours, Alex. Like, you're my wife now. Like, you're a member. I'm like, I'm never going. I don't know. Maybe I will. Like, but he is freaking out because it's getting closed for like some construction.
Oh, just the course seat.
Oh, and so he's trying to get it in. Let's go. We got to go play. I'm like, oh my God, you're never home.
I have one stipulation. So we at our country club, and I actually think you would thrive as a country club girly. I don't think people give country clubs. Yes, there are archaic practices there, but I love going to my country club. It's the one I grew up at, the one my grandparents were members of. I hang out with a pack of like 75-year-old women. They play bridge. We drink white wine, and nobody gives me shit. You know what I mean? But I did say there is a stipulation like in our prenup because I am actually the actual member of the country club because I was a legacy. So my thing is if like we ever divorce, like I get the club membership. And if you don't think I'm going into the men's locker room and ripping Jeff's plaque off of his locker, you must not know me.
Oh my God, you're going to be married forever. Even if you hate him, he's never leaving you.
I do have a great husband, so shout out to Jeff. We won't shit on you this whole episode. Yeah. But I do, when I'm there, he got mad one day because they didn't know, like under our membership, they would always refer to him as Mr. McMahan. Okay. And he got upset one day. He was like, it's just, like, they don't know. I said, then Jeff, correct them. Let them know that you were Mr. Daniels because I didn't take my husband's last name. Okay. I'm in entertainment. I didn't want to do it. It's fine. Our kids will be Daniels. Live your life. And I was like, imagine what every woman feels like. You know what I mean? If I check into a hotel and they refer to me as Miss Daniels, I go, gladly. Right. Like, don't let that like bruise your ego. Right. No. Fucking pump the brakes, buddy. You got a tea time to make.
It is so fucking true. They get like, I will be sitting in the hotel and Matt will hear like, hi, Mr. Cooper. And he's like, and I'm like, it's okay, Matt. stand up for yourself or shut the fuck up like I have and I will continue to have to do for the X amount of years that people will say like, hi, Mrs. Kaplan and I'm Mrs. Cooper. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Because it's not emasculating me. My vagina's set and fine. Like,
I'm
fuck
good.
off. Let's talk about the golf aesthetic.
Oh yeah, let's talk about it.
The golf outfits look pretty bad for women.
Yeah, it's pretty farty. It's rough. It's like a pleated chino short that tucks right underneath where your bra fat is. It's absolutely awful. I'm trying to fix it, so give me a little time.
No, it's
but
bad.
I'm trying to fix it.
How do you feel when Jeff saunters down in the morning wearing his golf outfit? Like, are you okay with the male golf outfits, or are you like?
Okay, so the way I feel about it is, I say this in the special, but like any man who wears a visor, that's an immediate, my vagina just shrivels up. Because here's the thing. First of all, it looks like you can't afford the whole hat. You know what I mean? I don't know these men in visors. And then my husband will drive home from like the golf course. Sunroof is open. He's had a good match. He's singing, Natasha Bedingfield, Feel the Rain on My Skin. And his like hair is like flipped over the visor. So he comes in sweaties and a Peter Millar shirt, grass on his chinos. And I just go, I'm not trying to have sex with you right now.
Why do they come back horny after golf?
It's so, because they feel empowered because they went out and won $5 on the golf course. And then they're like, let's fucking do it.
So I was thinking about that in your special because I'm like, okay, they come home and Matt does the same thing. Like Matt is successful. Like he does great in business. He will come home and be like, I won $50. Yeah. And I'm literally like,
he's like, you ready to blow me? And you're like, no, take a shower. You smell like the outdoors. Get out of here.
But they're so excited about like that $5 or that $10.
Because they conquered something. It's work is one thing, but when you're out there, when you're in a foursome with guys and they're, it's all shit talking and they're like, oh, here goes Jeff. He's got a 40-foot putt and he makes it. There is nothing that gives a man a bigger boner than sinking a putt.
It's infuriating.
It is infuriating. And I try and think about like what makes me that horny. And I think I'm really stepping up my golf game because I played growing up. And now I'm like, I really do. I want to play because it's a great sport, but I also just want to steal the joy of the one thing that gives Jeff joy. And he's like, I love when you play with me and we have a great time when we go out. And it's like, I mean, I drink wine and, rip some old cigs and just have a blast in the outdoors. Wow. But I am trying to get better to beat him because I need that for my ego.
Right. You're like sneaky on the competitive. You're like, I guess I'll play too, Jeff. Meanwhile, you're like getting sessions in the back. You're getting full like coaching sessions.
I have 3 coaches right now. I have a gal on the LPGA. Shout out to Maria Fossey, who I send videos to. And she literally is like, we got to tighten up the swing. Oh, yeah, I'm getting good.
But Jeff doesn't even know. So one day you're going to come through.
He's going to hear this and be like, you bitch, you liar.
Okay, so we don't roast our husbands this entire episode.
No, Jeff's the best. He puts up with my shit. Jeff is the only person who can look at me and be like, sit down, shut the fuck up. You're being crazy. And I'm like, yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, daddy.
Yes, papa.
Yes.
I was going to say, give me some talk about some of your favorite things about Jeff because then we're going to keep roasting them.
Yeah, and then we'll get right back to the roast. No, Jeff is honestly it's interesting if you ever hang out with other couples and you can tell they're not actually buddies. Like Jeff is my buddy. Oh. I mean, yeah, we fuck hard, but he is my buddy. I don't want to hang out with anybody else other than him. Of course I love hanging out with my friends, but we fucking giggle together. And I think that's
it's what you need.
It's what you need because you're stuck with this person.
No, and it's so true. I used to cringe online when I would hear people being like, he's my best friend. No, he is. Matt is my best friend.
If they're not your friend, what are you doing?
Right. Just don't say it like that. Girls being like, he's my best friend and we bought our forever home together.
We have matching butterfly tattoos. I got one wing, he has the other. Okay, then it's absolutely headed for divorce.
Tone it down.
Also, Jeff is... listen, I'm a comic. I get up on stage. Yeah. I rip him a new asshole. I talk about, personal, intimate things in our life. And he lets me do it. And not that he gives me permission, but I said early on, I was like, I need you to be cool with me talking my truth and from my point of view, my perspective. And he's like, honey, he is so proud of me when I'm on stage and seeing him get excited when I'm having a moment, there is no ego in him. He is never threatened. He is like, go, let it rip, do your fucking thing. And that's what makes me horny. So he's horny on the golf course, I come off stage and he's like waiting in the wings. He's like, you fucking crushed. I'm like, I am ready to sit on your face.
Yes.
I'm getting kind of horny right now, too.
I know.
We went from anxiety, I'm a little horny. I mean, I don't know. This is a wave of emotions here.
No, it is. When you start talking about sex on the show, sometimes people are like, oh, I got to leave and go fuck my husband or my fiance or whoever the fuck. So enjoy. You're welcome, Jeff. You're so successful as a comedian. Have you always been funny? Like, talk to me, you as a child. Like, what was going on? Is Heather funny?
Yeah. I was a fudgy kid. I was the kid who like always had like a quarter pound of fudge in their backpack. So yeah, I think I had to be funny. But no, I always, I was always in theater, and I always knew I wanted to do comedy. I mean, since I was like 6, I was like, I'm gonna tell jokes. And the first time I did stand up was at my junior prom, and I roasted the senior class, and that was like one of those pivotal moments. I was always doing theater, and I was like, think about how awkward high school is. Most awkward time of your life.
Right.
I must be a sociopath if I was like, I want to go up there and roast the seniors and do stand up. Like, that could have been social suicide.
We need to pause because, hold on. You did stand up at your prom. Pause. Are you at the prom, like also with the date?
Yes, I am with a senior who invited me.
So you're in a gown.
I'm in a gown and no one knew. So so I pop up literally like from under a table with a microphone. I'm like, are y'all ready to rock? Like, so embarrassing. We have the video of it, and it's insane.
I have never heard of this. Like at a prom, there's usually like a band.
No, I was the surprise entertainment. Yeah, it was insane. And so I get up and I do like 20 minutes, and I remember walking off stage and thinking, oh, fuck. I have to do this forever. So then I kind of never stopped.
Because you just knew.
I knew. Yeah.
But like, were you confident? Like you didn't give a fuck what people were going to think about you at school?
I honestly, no. And I went to the same school from kindergarten through 12th grade. So I also wasn't trying to impress these fuckers anymore. But no, I think that like, listen, as a comic, if you don't feel like a touch cringy when you're trying out new shit, then you're not doing it right.
True.
Right? But no, there was no other feeling in my life that I wanted to chase as much as that feeling of making people laugh.
Love.
And I'll tell you, another, we're really going to boost Jeff now, but when I was living in New York when I met Jeff, we've been together a long time, and I looked at him one day and I said, listen, I got to go to LA. I got to follow this. I got to scratch that itch. And we were sitting in like a Buca de Beppo or some shit. And he's like, I love you so much. And he's like, follow your dreams. And in that moment, I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to marry this guy.
Stop.
Yeah. We were long distance for like 8 years. Yeah.
What?
I know. It's I have girls call me all the time like, Heather, I'm long distance. It's been like 3 months with my boyfriend. I'm like, if you're not thriving in your own zone, and if that person can't handle y'all doing your own thing, then you don't need to be together.
Okay, long distance where he stayed in New York and you went to LA?
Yes. And I was only in LA for like 4 or 5 years, but then I moved back to Atlanta after my dad passed, and Jeff was finishing like a graduate program in New York. And we were just back and forth. I mean, we just made it work. Never a breakup, never a pause. It was just always me and Jeff Daddy.
Okay, because I'm going to be real. You and Jeff Daddy are defying the odds, because I have been the little cunt in my podcast sometimes. I've been like, I don't know if like long distance is worth it. I used to say that also in college, mostly because I'm like, enjoy your college.
It's also not worth it because if you're in college, you're probably cheating on you. Like, let's be honest.
If you're in college right now listening to this with a long distance boyfriend, you're getting cheated on.
Yeah, leave it. Also, just say, hey, we're going to break up during college, and I'll see you when you're working for Goldman Sachs and you're out of here.
Done.
What are we doing?
Done.
Yeah.
I think that was really my vision, was like, it's just too hard in college. However, when you are adult and you can make it long distance work, it's amazing, but that takes very secure people to have trust and to be okay with that long distance. But like, good for you guys.
He used to come to all my comedy shows, and this is like when I was in New York, and I, performing for 10 people in an audience underneath the Brooklyn Bridge, and he'd be in his little suits from his real estate job, and he'd sit on the front row, and people thought he was my manager. No. So we were like, wow, your manager is like really dialed into your career. And I'm like, oh, no, I blow that guy.
Stop. Honestly, that was probably kind of hot. You're like,
so hot.
You're like looking at him like he's your business manager. You're like, ooh, we're not supposed to, but we should. Let's go fuck in my car.
100%.
I love that for you guys.
Yeah, and the Jetta. I only sold the Jetta about 3 years ago. So kind of wish I would have kept it.
Wait, the Jetta was the first car I ever wanted, and then I just could never get a first car until like I started making my own money. My parents were like, we're never getting you a car, so get a job. And I was like, oh, okay. But I always wanted a Jetta.
Shout out to Volkswagen. Hopefully they're a great company.
Sponsor us.
I would love a new Jetta. When I sold that car, I was actually sad about it.
It's a cute car.
And I got a sensible. I didn't go G-Wagon. I went, hybrid Audi Q5. Shout out to Audi.
Sponsorship?
I think I want the Cayenne because that was the
best
car
car
my dad had. And I really want it. I was like, that's when I know, I think I might buy it.
No, that was like, I realized that shit from your childhood really sticks with you. When I went to a private prep school that like I really couldn't afford, I got like a soccer scholarship for high school, and I didn't have a car. And so I'm taking the bus every day, and these bitches are rolling in with like Maseratis because their daddies are so fucking rich. Yeah. And I remember there was this one bitch that had this cool Porsche. It was the Cayenne, and she had it like, it was a white one with like black wheels. And I was like, whenever I get my first paycheck, that's me not working at my smoothie shop job, like I'm getting the fucking Porsche. And the first thing that I bought for myself for a car was the Porsche. And I'm like, the only reason I still got it was because I think of that girl. I can't say her name.
It's that core memory. But it's that core memory being like, fucking Michelle has it.
Yes.
I'm getting it.
I was like, and I'm like, I don't even know if I actually wanted the Porsche. I was literally just like living out my like high school insecurity, being like, I finally got it. And now I'm like, do I like it? I actually do. Sponsor me. Okay, you went to University of Mississippi.
Oh yeah, hotty toddy.
Can you explain your experience in 3 words?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Unhinged.
Okay.
Full throttle. That's two.
That's too. But who gives a fuck?
Okay. Unhinged. Mayonnaise.
What?
And just elated. I had the best 4 years of my life. Shout out to the University of Mississippi. I just did a show for them last week, and I loved it. My college experience was amazing. Out of this world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like from freshman year.
From freshman year. Here's the thing. Even being from the South, because I grew up in Atlanta, I didn't know anything about Mississippi.
Oh,
the reason I ended up at Ole Miss is because it was the only college that let me in.
You're like, actually, when I got accepted, I was like, fuck.
No,
but then
truly.
you got there and you're like,
I thought I was going to go to Pepperdine and do like theater arts. Like imagine me in Malibu. No, absolutely not. No. So I thought I was going to go to Pepperdine. It was 2 weeks before graduation, and I didn't get in because I thought I was going to go to their prestigious theater program. Well, here's the thing. I was student body president, but a blind cat could have done better on the SATs. I'm not a scholastic test taking kind of gal.
Me either.
On paper, it's rough. Okay. So I didn't get in, and I remember sitting down with like the college counselor, and she's like, there's 2 schools that have good theater departments, and they still are taking applicants. It was Alabama and Ole Miss. I swear to God, out my hand on the Bible. No. I visited Alabama. I'm in Tuscaloosa. I'm at like the Sigma Chi house. I watched a man snort cocaine off a chicken tender, and I called my daddy and I said, I'm going to Ole Miss. Like I like to party, but this is another world.
This is some next level shit.
So I showed up in Oxford, Mississippi. I didn't know anybody. I did the sorority rush. I had the time of my life. I don't know how I got into a good sorority. Like all of the things, it just clicked. And we own a home there now. I bought a house in Oxford.
You did?
I go back all the time. I love it.
Hold on. Cocaine on a chicken finger?
Yeah, it was a lot. It was, and in the South, we got juicy tenders. It's not like a light, it's not like it's not a slim tender.
It's a thick boy.
It's a thick boy. And I just remember going, I don't know if I'm gonna.
That's some real shit. No, I love that your honesty is like, I love Ole Miss. Like it's the only place I got accepted, but like, who cares? You end up, and that's, I think, a great note for anyone that's in high school listening. Maybe there are people that listen in high school.
There are. You'd be surprised.
You guys, like, it really doesn't matter where the fuck you go to school.
It does not matter, and you'll find your spot. Like, I remember being so devastated thinking, okay, I'm not going to be this, like, Shakespearean actor. What is going on? And I ended up, like, it's the greatest joy in my life. And also, I would not have met my husband because my best friend, Tina, who works with me and helps me run my production company, she was from New York. So this bitch flies down. We're both in the theater department. I'm like, where the fuck are you from? She's like, where the fuck are you from? And she's the one who introduced me to my husband. So I had to go all the way to Mississippi to find a Yankee.
Oh my God, it's so meant to be. Also, you mentioned sorority life. I played soccer, so I still to this day don't fully understand sorority life. And I feel like what I'm seeing on TikTok may not be the exact representation of what it maybe used to be. Because now bitches are like synchronized dancing and stuff, which maybe it was back then. Okay, but can you walk me through?
It is really wild. I get asked this a lot about what my sorority life experience is like. I do think you're right. Social media has completely changed the game.
Oh my God.
I mean, when I went to college, I hate to date myself, but it was the first year that Facebook came out. So, I didn't have to worry about somebody looking at my online profile. I just showed up in a Lily Pulitzer skirt and was like, y'all ready to fucking do this or what? I was pledge class president. I was bid day chair. I had the best time. And also, like, I see girls online that talk about hazing. No one hazed my ass. I showed up to the Delta Gamma house at the University of Mississippi. I had a monogram pillow with my name on it and a new, bottle of like barefoot white wine. I had the time of my life. But also, I'm 5'10". You don't really haze a gal who's large and in charge.
No, I would stop. I was gonna fucking say, like, I feel like what I'm watching on TikTok right now is like, first of all, the dorm situation. Yeah. How are they? Like, I showed up with the JanSport backpack and I had like a duffel bag and I like threw shit in that I like bought off of eBay. I don't know. What do you got? Like a Bed Bath & Beyond. Like,
I had a bed in a bag. Yes. That's what you did. I called my roommate who I had never met before and I said, "What color scheme are we going with?" We did lime green, hot pink, and black, and literally it was a bed in a bag. You got the comforter, the one sheet. You only had one set of sheets.
That's it.
There
Only
was no
one.
changing your sheets.
That's it. And then I remember like when the first day of school started, they had those like poster sales and I got like Channing Tatum on one wall.
Of course.
And then I got like hot girls' asses because I was like, this will really, like, the guys will think we're cool for
They'll
this.
love this.
Exactly.
They'll think I'm hot if they see hot girls on my wall, because that makes sense.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So I don't understand when they're like, let's do a transformation, and they do the click and it goes from like a dreary dorm room to immediately it's like, you look like you're in a fucking palace.
I
like,
have a sorority sister who that's her job now. She has a whole business where she redoes the Ole Miss dorm rooms.
Wow.
They have like antiques in the room. They're built. I mean, I had literally like 3 those stacked plastic bins that you get at like Staples.
Yes.
I didn't even go to a Container Store. I went to like Office Max and I put my thongs in there and like a bottle of like bourbon that was rolling around in the back. Like, nothing about my room. I had a desktop, Alex. I didn't even have a laptop. My dad ran an IT company and he was so afraid that somebody was going to like steal my identity. And finally I called him. I was like, "Dad, I got to get a laptop. Like, I can't be the person lugging the desktop on a dolly all the way up to the library. No. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?"
What is happening?
Yeah. I was also a theater major, so I didn't really need, a computer. But
still, the point is like, it is different right now.
Yeah.
And I do believe some of the bitches on TikTok are really going above and beyond for social media. Like, if you're someone at college right now that is literally just bringing your PB Teen sheets and you got a book bag and that's all you PB
Pottery Barn Teen.
Oh my God.
That was luxe.
That was the shit.
Do you remember when jersey sheets came out and it felt like you were rolling around on a pair of Levi jeans, really actually not comfortable and not sweat wicking? No. I remember my mom as like a gift sent me the jersey Pottery Barn Teen sheets and I was like in flames when I woke up. I thought I had the flu.
So fucking hot. I remember I got like these dark gray ones.
Yeah.
And the first time a guy came on my sheets and I only had, again, one fucking pair.
Yeah.
So I was just looking at that shit like, damn, I'm fucked. And I just
took
left
like
it there.
a credit card that later on after the cum had dried and you were like trying to scrape it off. You were like, we'll just get that off at the end.
It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so you were rushing. You got into your sorority. Can you like tell me, like, do you remember like your chants?
Do I remember my chance?
Okay.
I thought you would never ask. So, interesting enough, so I went to the home chapter. Delta Gamma was founded at the University of Mississippi. It was a big deal that they let a woman not from Mississippi into the sorority. I don't know who wrote me a rec, but they saw my ass coming and they said, she's got potential.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was funny during Rush. So we used to do this thing called a door song.
Okay.
And you might have seen it on Bama TikTok. Now they banned it. But so somebody comes and knocks on the door.
Okay.
The door opens and like 200 girls hit the deck. I was always on the bottom because I was beefy. So I'd be on the bottom of this door holding up the weight of my sorority sisters on me. And we'd be like, D-E-L-T-A, Delta D-E-L-T-A. And do this whole thing. And then what would happen is everybody would get off the dog pile and run out and grab a girl who's rushing. Okay. So you're like running through the lawn being like, Emily, where are you? And you had to pretend like you didn't know who they were, but you had giant cards. I mean, you're studying them. And then you're like looking around like, I can't see her. And then this little girl, Emily, pops out of the bush. She's like, it's me. And then we would run them through the DG house. And of course, since I was on the bottom, I was like breathless. So by the time I got up, I would literally be like, where's Emily? Emily from Jackson, Mississippi. Are you here?
You're like, all your makeup is gone. You're drenched.
I am so moist. It's like It's not healthy.
Your back is blown out.
It's awful.
You have nothing left to give.
I have nothing left.
You're
And
like,
then you
twat.
crowd them in this room, this chapter room, and we're like sitting at them, like breathing hot fire breath on them, just being like trying to get them to cry, to be like, do you want to be here? This is the greatest day of my life. I ate it up though. I had the time of my life.
Oh my God. What do you think you loved about it? Because it's a little culty, no?
It is, but I really just met all my best friends there.
Love.
And again, there was not hazing. So when I
Yeah.
see girls that had like a really, like if they ever lined us up and like circled our fat, I would have been like, I win. I get it. Just y'all go home.
Right.
I'm the fattest one. I put on 45 pounds my freshman year. Like just y'all go home.
Right.
It was a lot of, we did like philanthropy work. We had raging parties. It really was not toxic. I'm sure a couple bitches,
Yeah.
we fought a couple times, but I was also kind of the black sheep. Like I was always sent to standards because I was smoking cigarettes standing up. That was a weird rule. If you want to smoke a cigarette, if you want to rip a heater, you got to sit down, cross your legs.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because you got to look ladylike.
Oh my God. So you can smoke cigs, but you just have to do
You
it
just have to
looking
sit
like
down. So if I was standing up, I couldn't. But if I was sitting down having a cigarette, that's kosher,
Do you still to this day sit down or do you stand up?
I only have. I hope my life insurance policy doesn't hear about this.
Like,
I'm kidding. Hypothetically, allegedly, I love just a cig when I'm in Italy. It's my vacation cig, but I'm not a smoker.
Okay.
Contrary to popular belief, people hear my voice. I'm not a smoker.
You've got a great voice.
But can I also say to this younger generation, I really get concerned about. I was at the college bar the other day, and we have the bar in our town called the Library.
Oh, cool.
So when my dad would see all my charges, he called me one day. He's like, "God damn it, Heather, return your fucking books to the library. This is insane." He didn't know it was a bar. Oh yeah, it's my favorite bar in America.
Genius. Oh,
But literally, I see these kids, like everybody's ripping the vape and they're all passing it around. And I turn to a young man in the bar and I go, honey, this is how you get mono or cold sores. I don't know what we're doing here, but y'all all need to just have your own vape.
Heather, no. I thought you were going to say something completely different.
What do you think I was
you're
gonna
supposed to say, this is how you're going to get lung cancer.
No, fuck them.
mono.
No. I'm worried about Epstein-Barr virus. I am not worried about their lungs, okay? Come on now. I don't have time for that.
Instead of being like, you shouldn't have them, you're like, just each of you get your own. Stack up.
This is why you guys are all going to have strep throat. Get your own. Get your life together.
Daddy gang, stop juuling.
Stop juuling.
We're done. Okay, I know you refer to yourself as the elder millennial. That's true, right?
Well, yeah. I am. I'm 37.
You're a young woman.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I am young, youthful.
You're very young.
Thank you.
I want to talk about some of the millennial trends.
Okay.
And I want to hear your take is, do you think we should bring them back, or how do you feel about them in general?
I'm so excited for this.
Side parts.
Oh, let me tell you, there is nothing more dramatic, more old Hollywood glam than a side part. I was actually in my sorority house the other day and I found my old composite photo. It was such a deep side part. It started at the base of my jaw. Okay. It was just a thick comb over. I had no eyebrows, but I think the middle part, like I'm fighting for my life right now. I have an intense cowlick. And if you knew the amount of time, effort, and Orbe dry texture spray that is holding me together.
Wait, because which way do we go? Which way does your hair usually go?
Naturally, it should go this way.
So it wants to be comb over.
It wants to go full Donald Trump. Yes. It really does. I love a deep side part. Obviously, if you do the deep side part and we do the stick straight, like the cheese straightener, it's not a good look.
It's really not a good look. And I feel like depending on what phase you're at in your life, like when I look back at pictures of myself as a young girl, I was objectively not. I wasn't like the cutest. Okay.
Same.
It really wasn't. It wasn't me.
I didn't know that though. No one pulled me aside and said, let's blend a smoky eye. Let's draw in our eyebrows.
No.
Let's maybe go for a leisurely walk so we can get some steps in. I was deep throating like, Hot Pockets, chugging bourbon. I had not a care in the world.
But you were happy.
I've never been happier.
No.
Now I'm getting everything I want, and I'm like, God, this fucking sucks.
You're like, I want to go back to the good old days.
Yeah.
But it's true that like when you don't have the eye for it, I guess I can say, when I look back at pictures of myself, there is a difference between a side part and the comb over. And when you do the comb over and you're not going for Hollywood glam, like you're not going to an event and you're just looking for the side part, it can really look busted. So I think you're right. It depends on what you're doing with it. But I would say the side part is usually a flop.
Okay. All right. You know what? Fair enough. But you also have a perfect straight line through your head. So I just think that you need to be a little more inclusive to the cowlick community.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
You want to hear something crazy?
What?
I have a fucking cowlick, bitch.
Where?
Yeah, exactly. The amount of time that I spent pushing, moving. Gel starts at 7 a.m., bitch, and it's fucking almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was sitting, setting, melting,
and
pressing.
you get the little clips, and the clips. I'll go to an event. I'll be about to walk the red carpet, and I'm like, take the clips out, remove the clips.
Last minute, always. The amount of gel and like shit that I had to get to this point, and I sleep with it sometimes like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm dedicated.
Sociopath.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's the trauma from childhood where I like look back at those curvatures that I was putting over my fucking hand. It looked so fucking bad that I am straight part and I will never deter. Have you ever had side bangs?
No. Well, I did go through a little bit of an emo phase. I was always, but I would be at the Vans Warped Tour in like junior high, and I would always be in like a full Hollister outfit and a puka shell necklace. I still dress like Dave Matthews Band esque, but I was could sing, something corporate, Simple Plan, or one of those bands.
Stop. I feel like we would have been friends. Like I went through such an emo phase, and I would do the colorful like skinny jeans with like a band t-shirt. I was obsessed with Simple Plan, Blink-182. Then I went into All Time Low. I had all these different, like I was obsessed with Avril Lavigne. I wanted to be her.
Avril Lavigne is, I remember being like a chubby sixth grader, and I'd come home and I'd put her CD in. Because we had a little money, so I had this 6-disc changer, and I would just literally be like, I'm fading in the sun.
Yes.
Sun in the sun. It's just like rage out. My mom would be like, this one.
I was naturally, I would think like happy. Like I didn't want to be emo, but I loved the concept of being emo.
We're just dramatic.
Yeah, we're dramatic. Yeah,
we're a little dramatic.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That is annoying. Okay, how do you feel about tall Uggs? Call Her Daddy is brought to you by Visit St. Pete Clearwater. Daddy gang, there's been a lot of buzz about St. Pete Clearwater being basically the perfect destination for a girls' trip, okay? So as your father, I did a little investigating for you. And let me just say, yeah, it's incredible. I'm going to walk you through the perfect day, okay? First things first. You're going to hit the beach naturally. You're going to get a gorgeous tan. You're going to lay out along the 35 miles of white sand beaches, okay? And then you're going to take a little dip in the crystal clear water. Boom. Next, you're going to get lunch. You guys know there is nothing I love more than a delicious, stacked, thick sandwich from a cafe. And luckily, there's tons of affordable cafes to choose from, as well as award-winning restaurants. We love to see it. And finally, you are going to get ready for a fun night out. Whether you are looking to hit the dance floor, catch a vibe, maybe with a cocktail lounge, or even jump on a floating tiki bar tour. Yeah, that sounds like what I would do. St. Petersburg has everything for everyone. So when you are looking for a sunny getaway that's perfect for your friends' getaway, St. Pete Clearwater, Florida is the place. Head to visitspc.com to start planning your trip today.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, here's my thing. My best feature on my body is my thin ankle. Okay. I mean, look at that. Have you ever seen a nice, more developed, thinner ankle?
That is a very nice ankle.
It's a very nice ankle. Thank you.
Because it gets thin.
It's very thin. And I also have nice toe cleavage. I've been told from the foot fetish community that my foot, while very wide, in a shoe, the top of my toes is apparently very sensual.
Really? Mm-hmm. Have you ever thought about making a couple bucks?
I have, but I did see that one person left me a bad review on WikiFeet, and it's knocked my rating down to like a 3.5.
Wait,
I'm very upset.
You're not actually on WikiFeet, are you? What the fuck?
I didn't know it was a thing. And somebody at one of my shows was like, hey, by the way, I just want you to know, like, your rating went down on WikiFeet. I was like, what the fuck is WikiFeet?
Dude, Heather, I'm not kidding you. I'm convinced that almost every single man in the world has a foot fetish.
You know, here's the thing. It's not hurtful.
No, it's not hurtful. It's just fascinating.
I would do OnlyFans in a heartbeat if dudes want to send me money to look at my little piggies. Fantastic.
And it's natural too.
It's natural.
It's either you got it or you don't. No one's getting like foot implants. No one's getting like really fake. It's you got it or you don't. And if you got it, flaunt it.
I would like to say, because you have such a huge international platform, big Nike fan, but I've got a wide girthy foot. Okay. And if you guys could send me some pairs cut in a wide, that would be fantastic. I go online and the only pair that's in an extra wide is an orthotic. So please, for the love of God, make a wide in an Air Force One. Okay, sorry. I had to take that opportunity. I could have said something to like find peace in the Middle East, but instead I'm like, can I get a custom Nike in a wide? Because my toes are falling asleep.
Heather literally coming on here and being like, what other brand deals did I want to get out of this episode? Yes, I'm obsessed.
What are we getting? We're getting a Porsche.
We're getting
a Jetta.
An
Audi.
And free shoes for life.
And Orbay.
And Uggs.
And Uggs. Okay,
Thank you.
Wait, back to the Uggs.
Okay, so the Uggs. So
Can I tell you, I'm having a lot of fun.
I'm having a lot of fun with you too.
Okay, back to the Uggs. Okay, so here's the thing.
To be fair, sometimes it's also hard to podcast with people that, like, my favorite podcasting usually is when people podcast for a living because, like, you know how to do it. So thank you. Thank you for showing up today. Okay, tall Uggs.
Okay, tall Uggs. I don't like a sweaty calf.
Okay.
You know, I would wear them. I went to a Christian school, so we had to wear the uniforms. And in the winter, that was a thing. You wore the tall Ugg.
You could wear them with your uniform?
Oh, yeah, we could wear them. We didn't have to wear, like, Mary Jane's or anything. I'd wear a tall Ugg with my little, like, Catholic schoolgirl uniform. And I just remember huffing it, through the parking lot, just like, these are fucking hot.
Wait, did you have boys at your school?
We did.
What the fuck, Heather? Mm-hmm. I went to a full co-ed K through 8. I was like in Catholic school, and I had to wear the plaid skirt, and I used to have to say this to like my boyfriends. I'm like, I know it sounds hot, like I was fucking hideous, and it's not a sexual fantasy, okay? Now I'd look hot in it, but back then it was like to the knee, and if not, they'd slap you with the fucking ruler, literally old school shit. And then we had to have the thigh highs. They weren't thigh highs, they went to the knee, and they were the big socks
with the Mary Jane shoe.
With the Mary Janes, and then they changed to saddle shoes at one point, which was like the black and the white shoe, and then we had the collared shirts. That wasn't hot.
We had the whole uniform. We could wear the socks, but in the winter they would allow us to wear the Uggs.
Okay,
and then eventually they got pants, because I think I like walked into the principal's office and said, I'm fucking freezing. Okay. And I'm a heavy set. So if I'm cold, imagine what these thin bitches are feeling. This is unbelievable. We have rights.
We do have rights. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Soul Cycle.
Oh, well, that's a little triggering. And you should have warned me that you were going to bring that up on such a large platform. I worked at Soul Cycle.
Okay.
In West Hollywood, around the corner. Yeah.
What?
When I moved to LA, I needed a part-time job.
Okay.
And I couldn't get a job at a restaurant, which was really weird because I'd worked at some of like the best restaurants in New York. I had this crazy, Michelin star experience, and I could not get a job working as a bartender, even like a hostess in LA.
Wait, why do you think?
Because I wasn't a porn star. That's why. I wore a sensible, supportive bra to work. I would show up to these like interviews with this insane New York resume, and they were like, but are your nips hard? Stop. I was like, I can make them hard. Right. Give me 10 seconds.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I mean, I would go and I would think that I was going for like a nice, an interview at Spago, and they were like, actually, we have a nightclub, and we were wondering if you want to be a promoter. I'm like, I'm 23 years old. I should not be roaming the streets of Los Angeles trying to get people to come to your nightclub.
That's annoying.
So I ended up at Soul Cycle, and I remember my interview. I was interviewing to be on the front desk, but I said, because I wanted to let them think that like I was here for the long haul.
Of course.
I remember saying like, obviously I'd start with the front desk, and I understand you have to work your way up, but my goal is to eventually be an instructor. No. And the girl interviewing me was just like, yeah, we're good. Nothing about you says like, star of the fitness community. No. But I actually had a great time. Soul Cycle was so fun. I met my best friends, my buddy Raymond, shout out to Ray. He's still one of my best friends. We used to get in trouble because we would work at the front desk and be like, gravely hungover. Of
course.
And I'd be eating like a Chipotle burrito bowl and a Diet Dr. Pepper. And finally my manager said, Heather, this is like a fitness studio. Celebrities don't want to come in and work out when you're like dry heaving over a barbacoa bowl. Get your shit together.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of love that for you. You're like, you know what though? Like, this is me and this is who I'm going to be. And I'm only at the front desk. So like you can go back there and fucking work out. I'm sorry, Heather, I've gone on one of the bikes before.
Yeah.
When I was working this ad sales job, they were like, team bonding, let's go across the street. And like during lunchtime, go on the fucking Soul Cycle bikes. It hurt.
Pussy throbbed. Yeah, it's not great.
It's not like a good horseback riding where you're like, I'm getting a little turned on. It's rubbing my clit in the right way. Yeah. This is like physical pain.
No, this is where your urethra is just ripped off. Like you have road rash, but it's on your pee hole.
Yes,
it's not great.
I'm getting like bruises. And then like you go to sleep that night, you can feel like your pelvis area like
pulsating, not in a sexual way. But then actually once you do it 2 or 3 times, then you're in it. But see, I knew how to work the system there. I would, all these big celebs would come in and I would slip my little business card that I made on like Vistaprint, okay, to have my headshot on it. And I would slide it into their like bags and I'd be like, if you ever need an assistant, if you ever need somebody to open for you on the road, please ask me.
Oh my God.
So funny. I did that to Whitney Cummings and I must have given her 10 business cards. She never once called me. And then we're buds now. And I literally was like, Whitney, I need you to just know that I used to drop my business card. I mean, this was 10 years ago.
You're like, Whitney, I was either down to be your assistant or open for you, and I did neither. So fuck you, but I also love you.
Fuck you, but now I'm a guest on your podcast. Yeah. So
boom.
But it was amazing. I loved it.
So we love SoulCycle. Okay, skinny jeans.
Oh, again, I am pro skinny jean because I do want to flex my best asset. But God. That for me, you said your crotch hurt during SoulCycle. I always had a yeast or a UTI from a skinny jean. It just was so tight, right in the grundle.
It can't be worse than jean shorts, though.
Oh, I don't fuck with jean shorts.
You don't?
No, what are we doing here?
I don't know.
No, absolutely not. No. I'm not fucking with the jean short. I'm pushing 40. I need to be in a jean short? Get out of here.
We are. So are you just... What are we doing here?
Of course I wear jean shorts.
You do?
I think I do.
Are you lying?
No, I.
Is that the first time you've lied on this podcast? Say, are you?
It is. Can I tell you? I'm in a tough spot. I put on a little weight, and I had all these jean shorts that I bought from Zara, and I tried them on the other day, and I was like, it's a no go. So I'm just very bitter about that.
No. And I get it. Like jean shorts, you have to be really you have to be tan. You need to feel good. It needs to be the perfect thing, or just a short dress that's flowy is always a great go-to. Like I'm always like, oh, I can like relax here. But jean shorts are like, they're kind of the devil.
I'm a baby doll dress kind of gal, and I know those had a moment on TikTok, but I've got giant jugs, and I like to just sit right here, titties under my neck.
Are they real?
They're real. Yeah. Oh yeah. And I'll tell you what, I got perfect nips.
Really?
For a large breast, I got a really nice breast to areola ratio. Fuck. Yeah, that's my one.
You have so much good shit. Fuck you. You're like, hey, let me show you my thin little ankle. Also, perfect fucking
I've literally
nipples.
come in here and been like, I had a great sorority. My husband is fantastic. Life is great. Now, I haven't shit today, and I do have anxiety. But other than that, I'm thriving. No, but I mean, listen.
Great tits.
I am always, now especially, being in the spotlight, I pick apart myself all the time.
No, it's nice to like be like, I fucking like something about myself. And now
they're not where they used to be. I definitely would love a lift, but the areola is nice.
I'm fucking jealous and I'm already picturing it. Like I'm thinking of it sexually. Your husband is lucky. Moving on. Super thin eyebrows.
Oh, no, those they should never come back.
Okay, but what's worse? The like giant. I mean, mine are looking a little big today. So
mine are thick too. I'd rather more than less.
Really?
Because you can always pull a friend aside, take them to, Coffee Bean, and just say, "Hey, what are we doing?" Right. This comes from love,
where we can peel it back.
Yeah,
but you can never.
But the amount of growth serum, castor oil, and all the eyelash serums apparently make you go blind, and they ruin the collagen underneath the eyes.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a whole thing now. Yeah, apparently we've been using all the lash serums, and they apparently dissolve all the fat underneath your eyes. And I need
perfect.
I mean, maybe I should start rubbing this all over my body. But no, thin eyebrows should never come back. That is a crime against humanity. No. It should be outlawed. You should have to do hard time. If you're over plucking, you need to get your life right.
But then like it's so unfair because I look at Pamela Anderson and like in my twisted mind, I'm like, God, I wish I could pull that off. No one can pull it off but her. And just let her have it and move on. I suffered, and I think because you said earlier you didn't have eyebrows. Growing up had the hair. I had nothing to show for the hair because like if you saw me in the right lighting, you'd see like what looked like a unibrow and it's like all just peach fuzz. I finally dyed them when I was in high school and I had never felt better in my life. I was like, oh my God, my 5 head is gone. I've got the angles. It looks good. But then I just kept building on it. Yeah. And I feel like I really took it to a level where I see pictures of myself in the freshman year of college is bad.
They got too much.
They were black.
Yeah. We definitely over-dyed for a long time.
And they were cinder blocks.
I always had thick, natural, bushy brows, but I would go to the nail salon and, they would just like hold you down in the back. I never went to like an eyebrow specialist.
Oh my God.
I'm like, I'm getting a fresh gel set and I'm getting my eyebrows done in the back. And I came out one day and the tips were gone. No. I mean, they ran away with them. And then, you know how long it takes to grow that shit back?
Oh, you're fucked.
You're fucked. So my entire college career, I had my deep side part. I'm in a pair of gaucho pants. I'm in a halter top. My, perfect nipples are hanging out. I put on 45 pounds and I got no brows and I didn't blend a smoky eye. I mean, I've really come a long way.
Picturing you smoking a fucking cig.
With a cig and a nice, Jessica Simpson wedge.
Gauchos?
Gauchos, yeah. Oh, that
God,
was my
they were
time.
good.
Gauchos were great. And then if you wanted to hook up with somebody, I'm kind of in a gaucho now. You didn't even have to take them off. They could just slide a hand up there and just finger you, and that was fun.
The width was impeccable. I think we should maybe bring gauchos back.
I think we should. I know people are trying to do the barrel gene, and I'm not into that. You know what you can't do is finger somebody in a barrel gene. You can't even get half a fist up there.
I don't think.
Also, who wants to finger somebody in a barrel jean? If I see a bitch coming down the street in a barrel jean, I'm like, I'm not attracted.
No, it's not.
No, it's not the look. Gals, that's what we need to, the barrel jeans are out.
But don't you think that is where, that's a definition of women dressing for women, where they like, the girls would think these are cute? I don't know though.
Well, as a full woman, just, right now here in the flesh, I say no. Don't fucking do it.
Let's get rid of it. Bring the gauchos back, buy to the barrel.
Yeah.
Okay, this is controversial because I'm staring at your ankle, and I guess
so worried.
This goes against everything that we've talked about today about this one body part that's really a highlight for you. Ankle socks, I don't know if you realize, they're currently out.
What do you, but what do you have?
These are...
Is that not an ankle sock?
No. Ankle socks is where you're showing your fucking ankle.
Okay, but I have a no-show. I thought that was a no-show sock.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you have no socks. I was get out.
No.
You stinky
Honey, I got a wide fucking foot. If you think I'm letting these cheddar blocks just marinate in here, I'm not trying to bake a casserole, okay? Again, Nike, I'd like a wide. Okay, wait, so I thought that was a crew sock.
So this is whatever the fuck you want to call it, but this is not an ankle sock. This is that like Hailey Bieber.
Yeah.
Like
Princess Diana.
Yeah, trendy.
Okay.
And
I did not know that I was, I feel attacked.
No, the problem is this would cover one of your best assets.
Yeah. But I will say, my husband, one of his favorite looks is the look you have on right now. He likes the bike short, the oversized sweatshirt, and I'll do the scrunch socks.
Oh, you will.
I will scrunch the sock.
Because your outfit right now, you wouldn't technically look at you. Like,
I know now. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Can I get should I sit like this? I don't know what to do. Okay, hold on. Can I adjust
Heather,
real quick?
you look. It's getting hot in here.
I'm so sorry.
No.
I'm just adjusting.
I started this fucking podcast saying to you I was freezing, and now it's fucking hot. Can someone turn on the air? Okay, let's talk about. Obviously, you mentioned your family went through a hard time. You lost your dad.
Yeah.
And so that kind of like...
Thanks for bringing that
No,
up.
I know. I'm your father, sweetie.
Yes, Dad.
R.I.P. We love you, Kyle.
Yeah, we love you, Kyle.
You moved in with your mom.
Yes.
And you moved in with Jeff with your mom. And at this point, you weren't married, right? You're engaged?
So, okay, backtrack. When my dad died, I was living in LA. I picked up my shit. I moved home.
Okay.
And then I moved at some point up to New York. But then when the pandemic hit, Jeff and I moved from New York back to Atlanta. And I'm living in my childhood home. So Jeff and I we haven't moved out. Like we are still Three's Company.
Why?
Great question. Because I talked to my financial advisor the other day and he's like, Heather, you're living pretty cheaply. You could move on. I don't know why. I think, listen, I adore my mom. She's my buddy. I constantly think like the thought of her sitting at home alone on a Friday night hits me in a deep way that like it just gives me like chills down my spine.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not normal. My husband loves it because he gets treated like a king. I'm the one who I'm the one who gets yelled at.
I was going to say, walk me through this. So it's you, your husband, your mom, and it's like a normal day. Are you guys able to like slightly like what's the room setup? Like where is where? Like
so you would think that I'd be in like the primary bedroom. I am not. We just blew out a couple closets, so we built like another primary. My mom is still in the main bedroom. Oh yeah, I'm in my childhood bedroom that we like blew out 2 closets to expand. And you know what's funny? Somebody asked me the other day, they're like, what's the wildest like place you've ever had sex? I'm like, where I currently have sex, in my home with my mom down the hall, who sometimes will chime in and be like, Jeff, I can tell from that sound she doesn't like it.
No. Had you ever had sex in your childhood room or like even gotten fingered or felt up, or you weren't allowed to go in there?
Oh no, I was allowed to have boys in there. But I also, I don't think a lot of guys called. No, I'm cute. Come on. No, it is funny being back in my childhood home. But my husband, my mom adores him, and he just gets treated like a king. Where it is funny being back at my house because my mom, even though like I'm running the roost and like make money and pay for everything, she'll throw shit in a basket.
Okay.
I don't know if your parents did this growing up. Like my mom, I'll walk in the door from being on tour. Heather, you got 14 things you need to carry. It's all in your basket. I opened all your mail. Your taxes are due tomorrow. You've got some money in your bank account. And I'm like, quit going through my shit. Doesn't matter that I'm an adult. She still treats me like I'm 13 years old.
I kind of love it though.
Yeah.
It's kind of cozy.
It is so cozy. I mean, it's insane. But my mom is, my mom and dad were each other's truly loves of their life. And my mom was 11 years older than my late dad.
Oh.
Original cougar.
Oh.
Yeah. So my mom, it's been wild trying to watch her date now. And she's been bamboozled on like these dating apps multiple times. It's like she thinks she's talking to an architect from New York.
Of course.
He's, somewhere in another country and he's trying to steal all her social security number. So really, I have to live with my mom because it's Fort Knox. She's just trying to get, a little dick on the side. And I'm not going to have an inheritance because some guy on the other side of the world is stealing all of the funds.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh my fucking God.
And my mom's great. And she's kind of at this point, she's 76, doesn't look a day over 40. My mom's hot. Perky titties, like tiny. She's spunky. She travels. And I keep trying to, I ask my audience all the time, I'm like, anybody got a rich uncle or a great dad who... My mom doesn't want to get married again. She just wants to travel.
She wants to feel something with a guy.
Yeah, and she's like, Heather, I'm not dead yet. I'd still like to be intimate. I said, you get up on that horse and ride, girl.
Fuck. That's so incredible. And I actually agree. Like the thought of a parent being alone as they're getting older makes me want to start crying. So I think you're like a lovely human being for do that. But like, are you guys caring at all? So you're not caring when you're having sex that your mom's going to hear you?
No, but I do. I have much better sex when I'm on the road and I'm in a Four Seasons and we kind of feel bad. Like the parents got away. And it is funny. We do call my mom the toddler because when we like go to dinner with her, she sits in the back seat and she watches her iPad and she's giggling to her YouTubes,
And Jeff gets along with her.
Jeff gets along with her. I mean, listen, he is so patient, but my mom's from up north and my husband's from up north. So they kind of like have their own banter. And I'm just sitting on the porch drinking an iced tea going, I do declare, why are y'all yelling in this house?
I'm obsessed with it. I also just think like the fact is as a comedian, like it's a really good dynamic. It works. It's working.
It's working.
I'm like, I'm not
Now,
mad about
I would
it.
like a little bit more money because if I could expand, if we could upgrade, I would like a big chateau with like a guest house. So I at least get to be in my own 4 walls without Robin barking down my throat. But we're putting that on the vision board.
Something that you talk about in your stand-up special that had me cackling. Well, 2 things. We have to talk about 2 things. One is blowjobs because
love them and hate them.
Sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
The way that you described heading downtown to the Wiener.
Yeah.
And seeing the wiener hole and
the wiener hole
and approaching it.
There is a goofy ass hole down there.
It is.
Yeah. The wiener hole
But it works if you like swirl your tongue in there a little. Like,
oh yeah.
Oh, it's a little. Like,
if you don't get in that little hole, then they're not getting in yours. And we all know this.
Give them a little surprise attack.
But I never try and go for the other hole. You know what I mean? I'm like, that is, you do you. When you're married, at least, when your spouse has diarrhea. It's every 30 minutes, just like your sweet dog. So it's like when people are like, oh, you like eating butt. I'm like, no, Jeff had, jalapeno poppers at TGI Fridays on a golf outing, and he's been bitching about it all day. No, I don't want to lick his butthole. I'm so sorry.
No,
Jeff.
it's fucked when you do. Like, I have never like been opposed, and I know that's like bad of me to say, but like I'm in the blowjob, and it's the accessory to a blowjob moment.
Yeah.
But in between that little gooch.
I mean, I'll tickle the gooch. I'm in the gooch. I am hitting the taint. I slap it around a little bit. I take the dick, just hit me on both sides like I'm doing a little, get ready with me. I mean, I'm doing the layers of blush, Patrick Ta, the whole works. But I'll tell you right now, I'm not going further back.
What I love about
Unless
you,
he is rinsed out in the yard.
No, that's what's crazy is if like I've had guys before be like, go down there, and I'm just like rubbing it because I'm like, I can smell it through the tunnel. It's wafting towards my nostrils, and I'm uninterested in the fecal matter.
I got a long nail. You just tickle, you take the skin, you roll it around a little bit.
Because it's also not lost on me if I go down there and then I go to the wiener and then he puts it in, your shit is in my fucking V. And I'm heading to the hospital.
Thank you.
That's happened before to me.
And you know what we're trying not to do? Have a repeat. Yeah.
Okay, so
we get back to blowjobs.
What I do appreciate you doing, and I could feel the energy in the stadium when you were saying this. Is you were
stadium.
Like,
it was a theater, but yes, I am also playing stadiums.
She's in a stadium. It was a stadium. It was a fucking stadium. Is you talking to men and just being like, you say it better, but like not really thinking about the dick while you're on the dick.
The last thing I have ever thought about while I have a dick in my mouth is that dick in my mouth. I am thinking about the drama that is going on in the Nextdoor app. I am thinking about, the rogue raccoon I possibly may have run over in the Audi Q5 hybrid.
Wait, are you deep in the Nextdoor app?
It's insane.
Do I need to get on that?
No, don't. You don't have time. I mean, you're like,
I don't know.
I'm running an empire, but you're running like a shempire, okay? No, I love it. I'm in a group chat with all the ladies of my neighborhood. And when I tell you, it is so fun. We had a car burglary like 2 weeks ago. If you give a pack of women, and I do say pack of women because we are like wild wolves.
We are.
If you give a pack of women in a suburban community 2 clues, they have already found the perpetrator. They found who was linked to. We have taken down a full cartel. So I just want to say, fuck the FBI. Couple white suburban women, and we are off to the races. Not Karens. We are more Sharons.
I am like not kidding you. I've heard people talk about this, and I think even if I'm just on the periphery and want to read in on my community, I'd kind of like to get in there because I like dumb shit drama that kind of has nothing to do with me, unless I guess they're saying that there's like a murderer in our neighborhood.
It's so refreshing. If you're like, I can be on the periphery and just kind of like chime in every now and then, fantastic. Yes. But yes, if there's a murderer in my bushes, please let me know. Have you ever had a stalker?
You know what? No, but
like not yet, bitch. Challenge accepted.
No, I've had one person that has lightly kicked it up a notch.
Kicked it up a notch.
That it could be equivalent to like getting a little stalkery. But I've done a pretty good job at really like putting things to an end when it gets a little out of control. But someone's kicked it up a notch recently, and Matt's handling it.
I like that. So Jeff, my husband runs his own meet and greets at my shows by the bar. So because I have a ton of gals that come to the shows, and he's in the corner just being like, "Oh, did you want to get a photo?" And I'm like, Jeff, she's fucking nuts. I told you about her. Stop. That's Carol Ann. Run away. Yeah, he loves it.
Do you have a stalker?
No, but I did have a woman break into my backstage once.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was my fault because I had given the security guards a couple Chick-fil-A party platters. So they were just raw dogging some nuggets. Meanwhile, I'm back there completely out in the nude because I like to like really dress up for my shows. So I come out and I sweat like a beast on stage, and then I rip off my suit. So I had just taken off my glitter suit, and I'm about to put on my jeans, and a woman's in the doorway, and she's like, I found you.
No, Heather.
So one thing you say to somebody, you don't say to somebody, I found you. And then she followed with, don't worry, I'm not going to touch you.
No.
I was like, that's worse. I'd rather you just fucking grab my cooter and let's call it a day. You know what I mean?
Like, let's get to the point. So what do you want? So what did you do? Did you scream?
So I said, I literally was like, can I just put on some clothes? And I put on my clothes. I was like, what's up, girl? And she's like, man, I said, how'd you get back here? She said, I just told the security guard, like,
we're
my
friends.
name's Lane. I was like,
No.
Yeah.
That's what's so funny about those moments. It's like when they tell the security guards, like, oh, we're friends, we're from this. Sometimes they're like, oh, go in.
Go in. I'm not worried about a male stalker. I think I'd like a little bit of a boost to the ego. But I have always said that I will probably be murdered one day in a TJ Maxx by a white gal named like, Michelle or Tanya. Like that's going to happen.
That's who's taking you down.
I think that's who's taking, like, you didn't read my DM. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I didn't see it.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I think a light stalker is always good because it keeps you like, oh, we're doing something right. We're kind of a big deal.
We're actually like doing things.
We're a really big deal.
Yeah.
back to the blowjobs.
Yes, absolutely. Great transition.
No. I actually think I'm done with the blowjobs.
Yeah.
The point is, ladies, you don't have to feel bad. And in your special, Breadwinner, you really, really touch on the important fact of like no one is thinking about giving head when they're giving head. And it's okay if you're multitasking and that's fine. And what was the other thing you fucking said that was so funny? Oh my God, that you believe that all men are slightly on the spectrum and all women have ADHD. I do. So true.
I think so. Here's the thing. Men are really good at getting dialed into one thing. Mm-hmm. My husband is incredibly successful, but he's successful at one thing at a time. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, I will be on stage delivering jokes. I already have my like Uber Eats order in my head. Yep. And I'm like, oh fuck, I've got to call my attorney on Monday about the thing with the thing. And I'm multitasking all the time. I mean, there are some days where I feel like ADHD can cripple you, but I've realized it's actually, I feel like all women's superpowers.
Yeah, it gets shit done.
We get shit done. But yes, I do not think about anything sexual while I'm blowing my husband. And I tell women the best thing, and when people come to my show, you know, they used to be like, oh, I drug my husband. And then the husbands have the best fucking time. My show's for everybody. But my job is I know it's so fucking annoying. I drug my husband here. I'm like, that you didn't have to put a gun to his head. I thought you at
first just said.
Oh. Wait, I blow them backstage. No. If you come to my show, I will put your dick in my mouth. I thought
you were saying the people were saying they drugged their husbands.
I'm sorry. I probably said that with a little country twang, like they drugged them husbands to my show.
I'm like, all these men are fucked up.
Yeah. So what they did is the husbands were out working in the yard, and then the women gave them a little date, you know, a little pill in a Coors Light, and next thing you know, they're at a Heather McMahan show. Could you imagine?
No,
if all of a sudden you just came to and you're like in a room and there's a glitter, a full-figured blonde woman in a glitter suit, just being like, this is what happens when there's a dick in your mouth. That would be like the worst trip of your life.
I'm happy that I clarified, Heather, because I'm not fucking kidding you. Multiple comments would have been, damn, like, why didn't you talk about how like she drugs her?
No, I'm so sorry. I meant when you drag, like you force them to come.
Drag,
and then the guys are like, fuck, I never saw it that way. And they have a great time. But yes, I don't think guys realize the mind's always swirling.
We're always on the move.
We're always on the move.
We need to talk about the hall pass situation.
Daddy gang, my main business goal for the rest of the year is to consolidate, streamline, and just honestly make things easier for myself as I continue to grow my business. And the way that I approach this is by having all of the right tools in one place to maximize my efficiency. So you already know what it is. Call Her Daddy is brought to you by Shopify. Let's all channel the back to school energy that September brings us naturally. There is no better time to get organized and to start fresh. Even though I'm literally not in school anymore, I still have that ingrained in me, right? Whether it is launching that side hustle that you've been dreaming about or finally upgrading your current business, Shopify makes it so easy for any business owner to hit the ground running with everything in one platform. You can plan your next drop, manage your inventory, and sell online or in person without missing a beat. Maybe it's just you with your business. Absolutely no problem. Shopify basically operates as your back office, replacing the need for a full staff to oversee your operations so that you can stay focused on all the things that really require your attention. I personally use Shopify to run my business. And what I love, truly, truly love most about it is the simplicity. Shopify is so easy to use, which takes away all this like guessing and wasting time trying to figure out how to navigate a platform. They do it for me. The dashboard is sleek, clean, and uncluttered. It makes it really easy for me to track sales, explore customer demographics, and update whatever is needed for my last drop. Shopify keeps the business side tight so I can stay focused on the stuff that I really care about, which is making these gorgeous episodes for you guys. Whether you're wanting to test out an idea or you're getting serious about launching your own brand, it has never been easier to get started. Shopify.com/daddy. Daddy gang, this is your sign. Start the business today.
We need to talk about the hall pass situation.
Okay, great. Yes.
I'm not trying to give away too much of your special because everyone needs to go watch it and there's so much good fucking shit. But this hall pass situation, you almost can't help but be like, did this actually fucking happen?
Yes.
This is insane, Heather.
This is insane.
So walk us through.
Also legally, I don't know what I'm allowed to say, but no, my husband's hall pass is the incredible, gorgeous model, Kate Upton.
Love.
And we were down in the Turks and Caicos, and she had like DM'd because we had mutual friends. Hey, saw you're down here. Like, would you like to come over for like a cocktail.
What a nice DM.
What a nice DM. And I hadn't gotten my husband a Christmas gift. And I leaned over and I was just like, hey, let's go to let's go have some cocktails. I told him that my sorority sister was down there.
It's so good.
And so I get him there. I drag him over to this cocktail hour. The door answers and it's Kate's husband, Justin Verlander. And Jeff immediately, because my husband's the biggest sports fanatic, he had a full boner standing on the welcome mat of this
He's like, my job. Holy fuck.
And I just kind of turned around. I remember it all happened in slow motion. I just kind of gave him that like fuck you, Jeff look.
And do you think he knew Kate was in there at that point, or did he just think this is a random coincidence?
No,
that
he immediately, as soon as he locked eyes with Justin, he was like, let's fucking go.
You're kind of like a brave woman to bring your husband into the same room as his hall pass.
Well, also, Justin Verlander is an incredible athlete, makes $1 bajillion, and is like a model himself. So I wasn't worried about it. If Jeff ever made anything weird, this guy is, an all-star athlete. I feel like he could have body checked Jeff.
No, you're right. And by the end of the time, you're probably like, if he's going to go with her, I at least could go with this, and it's not a bad option.
You know what? I told Jeff later on, he was like, I can't believe you made that happen. I said, well, of course, and we never told Kate. She didn't know until I sent her the clip from the special.
I was going to say, did you run it by her?
No, I was just like, hey, I just want you to know, and Kate is the coolest chick in the world. I want you to know she was so great. And of course, I did not tell her at that dinner. Like, we're sitting at this table with all their friends, and I'm kicking Jeff. I'm like, Jeff, you've been staring too long. Like, he's in the corner just kind of frothing at the mouth. And one of their friends had mentioned, they're like, yeah, it's so weird. Kate is just the coolest chick. She's so awesome. But guys get really weird around her. And I was like, shut the fuck up, Jeff. Smile. Eat a shrimp cocktail. Getting weird. But no, they were awesome. But I do think that I have really, exposed Jeff to these cool opportunities. He's gotten to meet all of his sports heroes. And what have I gotten? Let me tell you, all I wanted were 2 tickets. I wanted an Eras Tour ticket and I wanted a Beyonce ticket.
Did you go?
I went on, because I made it happen.
Stop.
We were in, actually, this is a great story. We were in, I was in Australia.
Okay.
And I was doing my tour in Australia in February. Well, Taylor Swift just happened to be there at the same time.
Love.
You can't get tickets resale in Australia because they don't have like a stub hub. It's like illegal.
Okay.
But I was like, Jeff, figure it out. Call my agent, figure it out. Surprise me. I want to go. It's my last night in Sydney. I've been in Australia for a month touring.
Okay.
Jeff's like, I have a surprise for you tonight. I'm like, this is it. He got tickets. I'm going to the Eras Tour. I've got the friendship bracelets ready. Let's go. And next thing you know, our hotel was right around the corner from the Sydney Harbor Bridge.
Okay.
So it's 5:00. I'm like getting ready. He's like, oh, no, just go dress casual. I'm like, oh, he's got a surprise. He probably has like an outfit for me. Like, this guy thought of everything. He made me climb the Sydney Harbor Bridge instead of letting me go to the Eras Tour. Now, mind you, I have a fear of outdoor heights. If I'm on a tall balcony, I'm always like, not that I would ever want to harm myself. I don't have intrusive thoughts, but I'm always kind of like, what would happen if I just left?
Right.
It's
just a little bit like, what if?
What if? Right.
You can't help.
So I am on the top of the bridge in this like full windsuit, windbreaker onesie, gripping the side, and they put me at the back of the group. I can't even talk because I'm having like flashbacks of how traumatic that was. They put me in the back of the group. I'm clinging onto the side of the bridge, and the guy comes up. He's like, "Are you good?" And I was like, "I was supposed to be at the Eras Tour, and I'm freezing on top of this bridge." And we got off the bridge. We take a photo. The photo that we have on top of the bridge is the funniest shit. They're like, "Smile," and I'm like doing a peace sign, like just like
I hate my husband.
Oh, I had stroked out at that point. I was completely like, there was no mind-body connection. I cried when we got off the bridge, and I'm a tough cookie.
Yep.
And Jeff went to give me a hug. He's like, wasn't that the best? And I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work out.
Like, get away from me, you piece of fucking shit. Men, that can be so fucking dumb. Like,
so dumb.
Like, you knew I wanted this, and because we're not going, like, figure out something that we could at least, and also
surprise me.
And also probably let you know beforehand the surprise ain't gonna be Taylor, but I got something else for you to make it as big, like as great as I could, and to make up for it.
His defense was, it was our last night in Sydney. Of course, we'd never get to do this again. And the best part was when you go to do the climb on the Sydney Bridge, they have all these celebrities that are up, and they play the photos while you're doing the safety briefing. They play the photos of all the celebrities, and there's a couple like D-list celebrities, and I was like, they didn't even ask to take my photo at the end of this.
Like, do they know why?
So not only did I shit myself on top of this bridge, they don't even have a record of it. for when other people go to climb the Sydney Bridge. They don't know that the #1 comedian of all time, Heather McMahan, was on the bridge.
Heather.
Yeah, against my will. But it was a great memory.
So have you ever gone and seen the Eras Tour?
I did. I saw it a couple weeks ago in London.
How
and let me
good.
tell you what, it was awesome. I'm a theater nerd. I wanted to see the production.
Yeah.
And it was just fucking awesome. Good for Taylor.
It is so incredible. Like I went once and I'm going to go again. And I just fucking love her.
I love her too. And I think I kind of missed literally the era of Taylor, like for the breakup moments growing up. I was just like 2 years older than that.
Okay.
So while the girlies were crying to,
Me.
when the girlies were crying to all these songs, I was in my dorm room listening to 3 6 Mafia. That was what, I was doing drive-bys in the Jetta past the ATO house, just being like, Nook, if you buck, like that's.
And I was like, it's a love story, baby, just say yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that was not. I was in revenge mode. That's why Reputation's my favorite album.
Oh, it is.
That's why I wear snakeskin. Yeah, I'm a Reputation girly.
I'm literally like a folklore girly.
Really? But that's great. I mean, I have a softer side, but I love that when she's in the full snakeskin and the one leg's out. Oof, I love it.
When are you going on your cruise?
That's in April. I'm doing a cruise. And again, I talked about possibly getting murdered in a TJ Maxx. It also might happen on the Lido deck.
I was going to say, I don't know if you're coming back, but you'll have a good time.
I will. And I might not come back because I'll get arrested in the Bahamas. I don't know what's going to happen, but we are doing a cruise and it's like 2,000 fans on the cruise and it's other comedians and it's just going to be 4 days at sea of us just letting it rip.
And so will you just like
roam around in a muumuu? Yes, absolutely. With a pina colada and a rum runner in my other hand? Absolutely.
And are you going to just like staying next to you could be like one of your fans and like you could be knocking on the wall and they like, oh, you're just like one with the people.
I'm one with the people. But also, when you do comedy too, like I have meet and greets after my shows and I know everybody. Like,
Right.
I'm one with the people. I mean, you did have to, the cruise isn't a super cheap thing to do. So I'm hoping that people who are making a financial investment are also like maybe a little touch less crazy. But actually the richest ones, are the ones that are crazy. They'll bring you the gifts to the show and it's like, I bought you a Birkin bag and I put an air tag in it. So I know where you are at all times. You're like, the Birkin bag for me is a little too cumbersome. Okay. I think it's a bad investment. I said it. I'm going to get absolutely burned at the stakes for saying that.
I agree.
It's heavy. It's just big.
It's also like,
it's clunky.
It's not that cute.
And you can't put it over your shoulder. So if you're trying to like look thin in a photo, you know what I mean? You're like, it just squeezes the arm. It's not a good look.
Cumbersome.
It's cumbersome.
No,
but yeah,
I
we're doing
agree.
a cruise. It's going to be insane. Comedy at night. My mom's going to be there. My husband's going to be running poker tournaments in the casino.
Taking pictures with the fans.
Yeah, my sister's a criminal defense attorney, so I'm keeping her on land because I might have to, we don't know what's going to happen. She's going to be at the port in Miami as people are getting off the boat or not getting off the boat. And so she's going to get a couple new clients, I'm sure.
Obsessed. Will you be posting on your social media about it when you're there?
Oh, we really should make a full documentary about it.
It's an
Fry
festival.
It's Fire Fest and it turns like super dark. And then at the end, it's just all of us with like the norovirus, just like, and that was the day that the ship never came back.
I would no. It will never happen, but I honestly.
But then I'd have it like an in memoriam at the Emmys, and I haven't been nominated yet, but at least I'd be there. At least I'd be there. Glass half full, baby.
I am so excited for you. Okay, can we talk about the special now? Wrapping up.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been talking about the special the whole time, but I do want to know, like, I was talking to Hannah Berner about this the other month.
My girl.
I just am it's so incredible to watch people that truly deserve it and are actually so fucking funny, like get what they deserve. And I'm so happy for you. How did this even come to be?
Well, so I produced my own special and I did the first one. I did the same thing. Yep. So I didn't, in this business, you cannot wait around for people. I mean, listen, you're a self-starter. If you build it, they will come. Yeah. So I just shot it. I shot at the Fox Theater in Atlanta, which is like my home theater. I mean, talk about like a real full circle moment for me. And then then you take it out to market and you sell it. So it is so cool. The one thing I really love about stand-up is nobody can tell me no. It is in this business, you get in TV developmental deals, they take forever. You got to get 1,000 attorneys involved, all this shit. But for stand-up, I can just pop into a place, get on stage, say my piece, do the damn thing. And as long as there are asses and seats, listen, there could be one person in the fucking audience. Right. I'm like, we're gonna have a good time. Right. But like it is the greatest love of my life, other than my family, is getting to do stand up, and it just brings me so much joy.
It's so incredible. It's gonna be on Hulu, right?
Yeah, on Hulu.
What is the exact date it comes out?
That's a great question. I don't know, but we will post on Instagram. It's coming out very soon.
I know it's going to be
insane.
I was going to say the date.
I'm going to Can I just tell you right now? I do think it should win a Peabody. I should at least get nominated for the Emmys.
People again.
Hi, my name's Heather McMahan. My comedy special Breadwinner is coming out on Hulu. And when I tell you I'm a bad bitch, I'm wearing a denim outfit that's bedazzled, and it is probably going to be one of the greatest pieces of art and comedy ever seen. It should be nominated for awards, or at least give me a Mark Twain Comedy Award. Thank you so much. God bless. Live, laugh, love.
Tune in on Bleep.
It's very soon.
I'll fucking put it in the description.
I've never been great with details.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you. Oh my God, that was like we're like, Bleep, hello. Okay, we're back. Wrapping up. We're like, we need to shut the fuck up. And go film some content. But
this has been really fun.
Has it?
Can I tell you?
Okay.
I really enjoy you. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. This has been fun. I'm so proud of you. I know we just met, but it is so fucking cool to see fucking bitches doing it.
I know.
Just doing it, period. And you should be so proud of yourself.
Thank you. I feel the same way about you. That's why it's so fun to do what we do, because I feel like we get to like see each other on social media. Yeah. And it's always funny to be like, what is this bitch going to be like? I'm sure you thought that when you were coming here, like, what is Alex Cooper going to be like? And I am so happy you're so fucking normal, and like you're humble and you're amazing and your tits are fucking amazing.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. And I just want y'all to know, be the you today that you want to be tomorrow.
Heather, I love you. Thank you for coming on Call
I love you. Thank you for having me.